check it out. Go to your friend's phone when he's not looking.
This sounds great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's never been a bad idea in the history.
A lot's happened since yesterday.
My friends, it's been a while. You could almost say that a lot's happened since yesterday. My name is Cody Walker. Welcome back. We have missed you.
What's up, people? My name's Ralph Bousseau. And Cody's not lying, man. We miss you guys, even though we don't know what you look like.
No, not really. A few of you every once in a while. But most
Spoiler
of y'all,
alert, we have no idea what you look like.
Well,
However,
we're hoping that'll change at some point.
You know what we look like, and at some point, yes, we will know what you look like. But either way, folks, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, monkeys riding tricycles, and kittens wearing mittens, I gotta say, welcome to another fantastic edition of A Lot's Happened Since Yesterday. We have a guest with us that was on the show before. He was in a new band, or a band that was making its way, touring, signed to a label, Pavement Entertainment. The band was called New Dilemma. The member is Clyde Clark. What's up, bro? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. And by the way, that's the best intro I've ever gotten.
Dude,
ever.
that intro went straight off the rails, but I think we realigned and kept it going. You just keep pushing. You'll find it eventually, brother.
Okay.
But Clyde, this is pretty fucking cool because this is another history for our channel because this is our first exclusive. Clyde hit us up and he goes, "I want to drop an exclusive on you people." And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Because you're awesome." And I said, "Okay, cool." So Clyde's here to announce a new project. Am I to understand this correctly?
Yes, sir.
Dude, let's not bury the lead. Do you want to give the title? Do you want to talk about it a little bit? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I'll give the name right away. I'm playing bass and doing backup vocals and co-lead vocals for my new band Panic Hate with 2 forward slashes in between the words, and I just couldn't be happier. I'm loving this process.
Hell yes, dude. You sent us a couple clips, people. The shit's impressive, man. Like I get this, it's got like a progressive vibe. It's got some industrial vibes in there. Some powerful vocals down in that.
Yeah. It's definitely got a little bit of a hardcore metalcore vibe to it at the same time, but it's got this electronic groove to it that's really catchy, by the way.
Thank you.
And I love when those mixes come together like that. That just kind of like, I don't know, man. There's something about that electronic heavy metal mix when you get it right that just kind of, I don't know.
It connects.
The weaving.
Yeah.
It is, right? You know how many people love that shit? Some people hate it. Let's not lie.
Of course.
But
everybody hates everything. Especially nowadays.
So how'd you come up with the name, speaking of hate? Panic Hate. How did you come up with that name and what is behind it? Is there anything? Or did you just think it sounded cool?
If I'm being completely honest with you, I thought it sounded cool. Then I tried to connect some deep meaning or life-changing, words of wisdom to it, and I just couldn't. And I'm just entertain and give good songs to.
Hey, it happens, right? You got to have a name.
Well, the hardest part to accept is, I think for any band, the hardest part to accept is when you come up with a name, a lot of times you're just kind of coming up with something that either hasn't been done before or just kind of stands a little bit out. But a lot of times, the vast majority of the times, dude, how'd you get the inspiration? Probably from about 19 hours of sitting with a pad and a pencil and going, nope, maybe. And then you come up with all of these maybes and everybody goes, no. And then you go back to the drawing board,
what I would, it's funny because I was thinking about this earlier. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was thinking about this earlier because I was thinking about, us having this conversation. I'm like, you know what? It's a new band for Clyde. How did he come up with this name? Or, you know what I mean? And so I was thinking about it and I'm like, how did we come up with our names in the past? And I was like, oh, wait, we were just throwing shit together that sounded cool to us. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that maybe somehow reflected our sound.
Yeah.
And then we would find all these other bands that had that name. So obviously
that's
we
the
weren't
worst.
alone. Yeah. So that's the hardest part about picking a name is even if you find something that's ultra cool, there's a good chance somebody, even if nobody knows who they are, even if they've only got one fan and it's on fucking MySpace,
Somebody's thought of it.
somebody's already thought of it and they used it. And now you're like, do I have to rip this guy off? Maybe, you know, he's only got
because
one
then
fan.
and then it's stupid because then it's like a race, you know, because really that's how it works at the end of the day.
Whoever
if it becomes
does the best,
yeah,
right?
it becomes whoever becomes solidified by the people. It's a stupid process sometimes. But yeah, a lot of times it is. It's just
copyrights.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But either way,
exactly.
Panic Hate, does the do the forward slashes have anything to do with the current technology, or is that something that you thought about?
I thought it gave it more of a modern kind of context. I know some bands that have done the forward slash or the 2 forward slashes, but I definitely want the words to be defined on their own because it's chantable when each word is defined by itself instead of maybe a compound or no separating factor between them.
Well, you know what? It does have a lot of current value, in my opinion, because I mean, isn't that what's going on in society today? Everybody's either in panic, a state of panic, or a state of hate. It seems like it.
Yep.
Kind of. I mean, there's people in between for sure. You know,
it's like,
what
my
I mean?
God, has nobody watched Star Wars? This is the path to the dark side, people. My God, learn from Master Yoda. Sorry.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Bring him.
We got a tangent coming out. Yes, there he is. Little guy.
No, freaking Grogu. Oh my
there
gosh.
you are.
Sorry, but yeah. But you're right. It is. It's constant state of be angry or be mad. Well, that's the same word.
Yeah.
Be hateful.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, a lot of people anger. I believe I said this on the last podcast. That anger is a secondary emotion for people, and maybe they don't understand something. They're confused, or they just feel hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because usually that's a reaction to something that's just triggering their own shit, and so they just retaliate they're just fighting for it.
Yeah. Well, people fear. The average person fears everything. I mean, if you think about it, if you grab the average person's phone and you look up their Google search history, yeah, you'll find I swear to God, dude, you'll find. Check it out. Go to your friend's phone when he's not looking.
This sounds great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's never been a bad idea in the history.
Type in his Google. I know. Don't do it to your girlfriend. Notice I said your friend.
Your friend. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, your girlfriend might piss you off. But anyway, the truth is, people are panicked. People worry about stuff. They're constantly Googling. Oh, what does it mean if I have this? What does it mean if I have these symptoms? What does it mean if I'm feeling this way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people are constantly in panic mode. So I think the name is good. Hate as well works really well with today's modern society and what's going on. I mean, hate has always been around, let's face it. But it does seem like we have almost like a blind hate going on these days. Like we don't really know each other. And it doesn't matter whether or not we know each other. If one little thing that we know about each other is something that we don't agree with, all of a sudden there's this wall that comes up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then you develop preconceived notions at one thing about who this person is, and
exactly.
What they do, and they show their friends and family love and all of that. And you just get blinders for that one thing you don't like about people. And that's definitely what I like about music. is it unifies us for, that hour we're on stage, or that we're all enjoying that same song. There's no boundaries in that room. There's no differences for that time being.
Yeah.
And there's no problems in the world for that time being.
That's true.
Yeah.
So take us into a deep dive of Panic Cake. Let us know what Panic Cake means to you and what you think people are going to get from it.
What I think it means to me is definitely not being afraid to branch out and not being afraid to face things head on, to where at the end of your life, you don't have any what ifs. This is the journey that is you living for yourself, but as well as caring for people around you and trying to be unified as one with feel good songs that I'd like people to connect with moments in their life, because whenever I'm feeling happy or sad or anything, there's always a band I run to and I instantly don't feel alone. Or if I'm celebrating a victory, you can guarantee I'm listening to the same song in a different context. They're easily accessible and entertaining, but also they're up for interpretation.
Okay.
I like it.
So lyrically, are you the lead writer?
Yes, mostly. There's a couple
Okay.
songs that I had an outline for the lyrics, and I took them to a buddy, and he's gonna be in the band, he kind of edited them, and we sat there and figured out syllable counts and things like that, and it was a fun time. I just always enjoy bouncing things off of others, even though and sometimes I write songs alone. I just feel someone else can elevate this idea to what it should be compared to what I think it is.
Right. Vocally and like melodically, is it going to be very heavy growls all the time? Are you going to have melodic parts intertwined?
It's going to be pretty clean vocal heavy, or pretty like grit singing, Fozzy kind of deal in a way.
Okay.
I try to hold back the screams. That one clip I sent you, Ralph, where it's just me right off the bat. I feel it's more important for screams when you're trying to really drive the point home of what you're trying to say in those words. And if it's all the time, then that point and that impact is lost.
I see bands that on their own level are doing meaningful songs, not necessarily in a ballad type placement, but they are doing something that stands apart from just anger and rage, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
And it's still heavy as shit.
But it's still heavy, exactly.
Yeah.
And the bands like Pantera have done stuff like that. I'm gonna get shit for that one. But and there's a lot of bands that have done that kind of shit, and I think they've done it well. Disturbed has done it exceptionally well.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, what is your plan to do that as well, or is this going to be all aggressive? I mean, not to put you on the spot, because even if it is, it doesn't matter. I just want the fans to know what's coming.
As far as the journey that the music takes you on, I did 15 demos, picked the best 5. One of them's a soft, piano-driven kind of song. And,
right on.
It's a tribute to a couple of my friends that I've lost,
Nice.
But then there's other songs too that take you on different journeys. What about the times that, you're partying or you're going out and having fun? You want something that's kind of upbeat, that kind of leads the night,
Right. Yeah.
But
You need that sometimes.
There's moments that are cathartic too, other songs, like the one you heard where it's just right off the bat, screaming the shit out of it, I just try to write what's real to me and what I think other people can connect and align themselves with.
So do you have a game plan as far as like when you're going to release? Like as far as a video, do you already have a game plan as far as that goes? Like, have you
Yes.
scripted something out?
We're actually releasing our first single in August,
August.
and we're planning on filming a music video for our second single in October, but
Oh, okay.
remains to be seen as far as when we'll release that, because there's a whole, back end of trying to promote that and trying to get a campaign going.
Yeah.
And then next year, as far as, spring onward, I think you'll see some dates popping up. I'm fairly certain.
So, and in
Well,
terms of just overall time, that's might as well be tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like it goes by so fast when you're working hard at it,
Oh, it's crazy. And then you don't realize how far you've come from where you started.
Yeah.
And I try not to put deadlines on myself, but when I get to a point where something's done, I have to figure out what to do with it, right?
Yeah. Well, and I gotta give you, man, from your transition from the last time we spoke to you to now, you have been running. I mean, you just said you had 15 songs and you picked the best out of those, which means you had pretty much developed 15 full tracks. So you had over pretty much almost 2 albums worth of material before you started worrying about your initial shot.
Yeah, I just wanted to write good songs, and I always track little demos in off time, no matter how busy my schedule is, touring or things of that sort. But it came a point where I just wanted to put my head down. I wanted to get these little riffs out of me and these choruses out of me that I'll pick up a guitar and jam and think to myself, next time I'm sitting at my rig, I need to, now I'm home. I'm with my whole recording rig and I have a lot of free time. So that's what
Are you like me where you can go through your phone and have all these little voice memos like do and you kind of hum?
Yeah. And then I'll listen to it. I'll be like, what the?
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, I didn't change any tone. What the hell was I doing? There, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's like on Beavis and Butthead when they do like the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like, why didn't I just make the noise? I know it's gonna be distorted. I could have sung the notes. No, I just had to like judge.
Yeah, it's funny though, man. That's how we do it, right? That's how we get started.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for us to discuss this as musicians because we've all been through it. How do you move on to the next project without having that past project haunt you and keep you maybe even frozen in fear from moving forward? Because Cody started this obviously, but we have this little thing where we say always forward. You know what I mean? How do you keep moving forward when you have that kind of situation?
Like what keeps it going and stuff? Like
and how do you pick? Because I think my whole thing is how do you pick yourself back up when you've fallen off the horse after riding it for who knows how many years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think the love of music is the reason to do it, and just further your path and discover more about yourself and try to hone your craft as well. But also there's a part of it that, my support system is great. And ever since I was a little kid, my parents have given me the directive that you have this dream, we think you're capable, failure is not an option. And I mean, the love of it just is more than enough to go through the heartache, and it's a journey, and I'm enjoying the process now. And I made sure with all of my other previous endeavors to live in the moment and really, if we pulled over at a truck stop or something, there's mountains, to really just sit in each moment, or, doing sound check and it was like a bigger theater, to just live in that moment and appreciate it, because I know I'm not going to live that same exact moment twice.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be upward, it could be downward, but in general, the best is to just be onward, no matter what. Is start doing what you do, be, genuine about it, and it can only lead to awesome stuff.
That's pretty cool, dude. Very well said. I think that if you're genuine, you're absolutely right. People are going to connect with your art and what you have to say.
Thank
And,
you.
And you do have to embrace the moments. I mean, like I said, because
Absolutely.
the job, even for people think the entertainment industry is glamorous.
No.
Our job is to be glamorous in some way. I mean, I don't consider myself glamorous, but I mean, you have to be on. You have to, give the escape people are looking for and be entertaining and fuck around and do your thing. But it's hours on the road. It's sleepless nights. It's 2 hours of sleep because you had a show, and then the next morning you got to do morning radio. So get your ass up and go do an interview and be ready and on and ready to play again.
Absolutely.
All of that calculates in. And if not only do you have to have a crew, you yourself have to learn to enjoy the suck of it too, to be able to go, oh man, this is a fucking story I have in life. What a shitty situation. Because if you can't, that'll eat you alive.
Yeah. I mean, it's deal with things how they come or how it comes. And like you said, live in those moments. Every moment, it's not easy being on the road, but you just have to live in those moments, deal with the situations how they come. And when it's those people's night and they're there at the show, I don't want to come out and disappoint because, I hurt my ankle the night before, which that happened. Then I came out and I was giving it more than I gave the night before, I just want people to enjoy themselves. I want them to have that escapism that I feel when I see a show.
Yeah.
That's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what people want, right? They get off work, regardless of whether they have what they consider a Joe job or a career. Still, when they're done with work, they want an escape, and if they want an escape from reality. And now I tell a lot of bands that, now don't get me wrong, if your band is specifically geared towards having a natural organic sound and it doesn't work for you to put on this huge show, that's understandable. And if you're really good at what you do, you'll still make it work. But I am a big fan, just on a side note, of bands that actually put on visual performance, audio performance that actually helps people escape from reality. Look at that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You take it to the next level. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yes. So that's important. Real quick, dude, is there any bands that you could compare the sound of what you're doing with Panic 8?
If I could throw it all into a blender, I would throw in probably a little bit of Alice in Chains, some Rob Zombie.
Nice.
And I'll say we'll go with probably like 3 Days Gracious, 3 Days Graces, 3 Days Grace. I'm having a moment here. Yeah, I just love those big choruses, but all the dirty verses that just get you immersed.
Right.
Well, August is the date, right? That you're going to release. August the 1st. Okay. You're releasing a new single. What is the name of the new single?
It's called Whatever You Became.
Whatever You Became.
Nice.
Single from.
It's more looking inward, but also when you see someone you love and they go through changes, and
I like that.
Hold on to those memories because they're not who they were or they're not around anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually. Whatever You Became.
One of the more serious songs on the batch of songs I have, because there's also some other ones that are more geared towards just rocking and rolling and talking about it like to the stage kind of Alexandria style stuff, but then there's like ballads. So that first one I thought it would make a good statement.
Is that your favorite track off of your group of songs?
That's hard because out of the 5 I pick, every time I overdub something I go, oh, this could be the single. No, this could be the single. And it came time where I'm like, okay, Clyde, listen, get your shit together. Like, you have to pick one of these. The first single. So I made a choice. The first one I got done was, the one I've been kind of shopping and showing people, and you all have heard the pieces of that too.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
this
very
one that's
cool.
coming out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
August 1st, Panic Hate.
Right on, brother. Panic Hate, August 1st, their new single and their first single, right? Because it's a brand new band. Yes.
Brand new band right out of the gate.
Right on, brother.
Love it, brother.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard him. August 1st, Panic Hate. 2 slashes in between. It's going to be badass. We've heard it. What? Go for it.
Oh, sorry. We're on social media at Panic Hate Band without the /.
Okay.
Panic
Panic
Hate Band.
Hate
All
Band.
social media, Panic Hate Band.
Hmm?
All the social medias are the same. Panic Hate Band.
Yes.
Love it, dude. Love it. All right. Support Panic Hate. Support Clyde. They're going to bring it August 1st. You're going to like it. We've heard little bits of it. I'm excited to hear it. It's going to be fucking awesome. Go check them out. Links in the description below. Clyde, love you, brother. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for having me. It's always the greatest time when I come on here with y'all. I just laugh so hard and get so deep in my heart, It's a really fun journey with you guys, and I love what you're doing.
We're looking forward to what you're doing, brother. We're looking forward to supporting you, and maybe we'll come on here with you in the future and do some stuff where we can highlight and spotlight your music. Maybe even do, I don't know, some reactions to it or something like that. But yeah, we're always in support of our brothers in music, and you are definitely on the top of our list, bro.
Absolutely.
So
Thanks, man.
thank you for coming on, brother.
You both have been always stellar to me, and always just a phone call away when I needed something. And
We always will be.
Hell yeah, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. The road to 1,000 has begun. We're so close. Thank you for your fucking support.
Yes.
Support
We
Clyde.
love you guys.
We love you. Support Panic Hate. Go, Ralph.
Well, not much else I can say. One last time, the name of the single, brother.
Whatever You Became, available August 1st, wherever you can stream music.
Love it. Until next time.
Go support your metal brothers and sisters, the ones that are creating the music that you love, to put ear candy into your soul. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So go support it, go listen to it, go stream it, go buy it, and let them know that you love what they do. Thank you, bro. We appreciate you, brother. Clyde Clark, Panic Hate, coming soon, August 1st.
August 1st. Until next
Look
time.
for it.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be good humans. Like Clive was saying, always fucking forward. Peace.
Peace.